I used to keep a notepad in my phone, and like if I would be like really stoned, or not even if I was stoned, just like sober walking around, if I had a really funny idea or something that made me laugh thinking about, I would put it in there. But there would be times I blazed out of my mind, and I think I'm like coming up with gold. Like I'm like excited when I wake up the next morning, like, oh my God, those were good bits. And then you look at it and it's like what if dogs had cell phones? And it's like, well, it's like, this is terrible. Like, there's no endpoint to talk about this. Why did I think this was so funny last night?
I've definitely done that before. I'm not necessarily looking to like keep my stoned ideas as much as I am just keep track of little things I think of that are good to talk about on here. And once I'm talking about them, I've still got it in front of me. So even if I lose my train of thought, I'm like, yeah, we're talking about The Expanse here. Because it's easy. It can slip away from me like, I don't know. It's like hanging on to sand sometimes.
Should I smoke a little less THCO? No, I should have a thought journal so I don't forget what I'm thinking about.
I ordered 60 grams of THCO yesterday. It's $3 a gram. Okay, this is $24 a gram. This is an incredible. Like one of these lasts me like 3 days or something, mostly because I smoke two of them simultaneously. So that means one of these lasts for a day and a half. So like a gram every day and a half or something like that. But
is that disposable?
Yeah, these are, but because I just find that easier because these the things wear out so fast that but I'm just gonna buy a jar of the shit for $3. Are you
gonna get a vape that you pour it into?
Yeah, I'm gonna just either refill my own pods or use something that's standalone. I haven't decided yet, but it was so goddamn cheap that it was just like, and I ordered so much of it that like you can order 1 gram of it, right? And they're like, yeah, we'll give you this little syringe of it, but I slid it all the way to 60 grams, and they were like, this order comes in a jar, and I was like, fuck yeah, give me the jar. Let's go.
What 60 grams looks like.
60 gram is gonna look like. I don't have any containers around me. I've actually been cleaner lately.
It's not going to be peanut butter or anything like a jar that size.
No, it's going to be
raspberry. What is the jelly called that comes in small, like jam? Maybe, I don't know. The little bar. I'm not sure. 60 grams, 2.1 ounces. I
think that's like a little cosmetic jar, like this big around and like maybe like that tall. Like it's a little like medicine bottle. And
for a moment, I imagined like a smaller peanut butter jar, and I'm like, there'll be a lot of waste. I'm gonna be slicing that thing open, licking the sides, whatever it takes.
Yeah, I don't know. That's because I don't know. We'll see how that is. But yeah, I do like smoking this stuff. I'm glad that I found like a legal alternative to weed. We'll see how long it stays legal. It surprised me that that all the various different kinds of hemp have stayed legal. These Delta-8, and there's so many different ones. I went to 3Chi last night. That's where I got that deal, if anybody's curious. And the number 3 and CHI.com. And it's a well-known, it's one of the more reputable companies, I think. It can be overpriced, but they're running a sale. But need a journal for this thought. Goddamn. Taylor pulled me off and made me spell. That activates a whole different side of my brain. I can't tell a story and spell at the same time.
No, you shouldn't be expected to. Professional podcast host.
My gas station is sketchy as fuck. Like today, I just stood there and tried to take in everything. I want to ask questions though. I want to be like, what's that? What's that? Because there's so many things that I've never seen before. Like of course they've got the weaponry and like the bongs and like pipes and stuff, and they've got fake urine, and they've got like drinks you drink to get drugs out of your system. They've got marijuana.
They got the fake kits. Pepsi bottles and the fake Pringles cans.
All the stash cans and bottles that look like real shit, but you're gonna hide drugs in or whatever. And then like a ton of nicotine vapes. But then, like, literally touching the nicotine vapes or things like kratom or like maybe salvia or something, and like all these weird Asian remedy teas that come in funky little bottles that look like they belong in an old apothecary, and like just so many Delta-8 vapes and Delta gummies, and then THCO vapes and gummies and like various different kinds, and then like just every tobacco product you can imagine. They've got the old bars of tobacco that you have to cut a chunk off with a blade and like throw in. Like
that's gross.
It's pretty wild looking. It's like a compressed bar of tobacco.
You ever tried it?
Fuck no, I get dizzy with Copenhagen. I can't chaw down. And then I don't even know what some of that stuff is though, is my point. Like there's bags of powders and there's like bags of like herbs and teas and stuff back there. Literally. It's like, and the girls there seem to like me a lot, so I need to stick around and ask more questions.
You should endear yourself. You'll get special deals maybe.
Yeah.
Special deals like
I already do.
Pussy in the back room.
I literally do get if I'm buying something, they'll be like, put in this code over here and then that, and you'll get $2 off. And I'm like, okay, no one's ever told me there was a code over here I could press, but all right. Like they'll give me like discount codes that like I didn't know existed in the machine. They definitely into me, are into me, because they also one morning we've been partying all night and I wanted some more beer, and I went in there at like 6 a.m. for more beer.
Prime beer hour, yeah.
And I was like, they're not going to sell me beer. They just opened. And she was like, I'm not supposed to sell you beer. Here you go. She said, you're my favorite customer. And I was a little bit like out of it when I was leaving, but I was like, when I was in the car heading back home, and I was like, did she just say I was her favorite customer? I should have said something. Honor. I should have said something after that. Like that was some sort of clear opening, because her husband's not around, early in the morning. I love what he's reacting. I'm just teasing.
I didn't like that either. You were going to turn your wonderful relationship with the weed store lady into a debaucherous.
Yeah, I built it up into something nice, and then I pulled the rug out. That was a little. No, she's
solid
not married.
Yeah, she sounds like she definitely wants some attention from you.
As a kid, we would walk around barefoot everywhere. Me in particular, I was kind of a wild kid. Like at 3 or 4 or 5 years old, like I refused clothes a lot, and so like mom would take us to the grocery store to do the shopping, and I wouldn't wear shoes, and so I'm running around a grocery store barefooted. Have you ever done that before as a child?
Probably.
Well, I've never run around the grocery. I was raised in a first world state.
Yeah, the answer is no from both of you, because you didn't immediately say, yes, my feet turned black as coal for a week. because the reality of a grocery store floor is, while it looks perfectly clean, those rubber wheels on the carts are circling that place nonstop, and they're leaving this really fine powder that is black, hardened rubber. And so, like, you walk around there for 10 minutes barefoot, and your feet turn black as coal. I can still remember being a kid and, like, getting home and being like, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Look how dirty my feet are.
Yeah,
awesome.
I would literally I'd be like, look how dirty my feet are.
And they're like, there's something wrong with our boy.
They're like, wash those.
No, it's cool.
Nah, I'm gonna kick stuff.
I just planted them and pretended to like walk up your wall in your bedroom with my dirty ass feet.
I would do that. We had a hallway where like 4-year-old me could span the gap and spider up the wall. Because at 4, your like strength to weight ratio is still about that of a monkey, and you can do some wild shit if you're brave enough. Just don't say anything about the RSK.
Daily. What a story! Start snapping.
Get her drunk, take her to the back, put dick in her mouth, leave the front, don't unlock my knee, turn the radio, pull the car up into the yard, cleaning out the hole. You should.
There's so many deer in our yard. There's the deer. Can you see all the deer in our yard? There's like 5 deer in our yard for some reason. I'm chasing the deer.
Can we even drive on this part of the yard?
Yeah.